Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again. I'm back for another crafty video. Oh, nearly fell off. Nearly fell off my chair then. Still coughing. No change there. Just coughing a lot less. Right, I think today I want to make some slides. Now I've got Cha-Cha slide in my head for some reason. So I think I'm going to make some slides. I wanted to see if I could make some giant slides. I think these are the slides. Slide dies. So don't even need it. I don't know what the whole. Don't even know what the whole thing was that I needed it out. But anyway, right. So I'm going to do some slides. I just can't remember whether these go through this. No, they don't. Don't be daft. So let's get my die cutter out. I'm gonna have to cough again. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I didn't know what to make. Yeah. Don't know what to make. So just thought, let's make some slides. I haven't done some slides for a long time. So let's make something along those lines. So don't need all of these Dave. That's enough plates. Enough plates, Dave. So right. So although I've decided I want to make some slides, I haven't decided what I want to make them out of. So I think, therefore, I'm going to use some scrap card. I think, because I've got plenty of scrap card, because I've been making some 3D projects. Well, I was before Christmas. So I think I'm going to make some with stuff like that and stuff. Let's at least cut one, Dave, and then you can worry about what you're going to make the rest out of in a minute. So now, it would be a great opportunity to do it with some book page, wouldn't it? So maybe a bit of music paper, and a bit of that, bit of coffee dyed paper. They'll make some nice slides. Right, okay. A lot of editing in this video. Don't cut your wire, Dave. Because I'm coughing again. I thought the cough had gone off, but the cough is still here. So I'll just have to edit. So right, let's cut them out. So let's make a couple of slides first. Maybe I could make I'm wondering, could I make a giant slide? I don't have a die for a giant slide, but you know, who needs dies when you've got gumption and inspiration? Well, I don't have either of them either, so I'm setting myself up to fail here, I think. Apologies again for the coughing. Right, don't know whether I want to do that now. Let's make right, okay, that's going to be a full piece, but that's the front. We want the most interesting bit on the front. Will it go that way round? Will it twirl? Yeah, twirl. So put that off there, put that over there. So we're going to put that through the die. Put it on a better angle, and it'll cut better. And pop that through there. There we go. Oh, can't get it off the thing now. Hello, come on. Don't have the strength. I've got the strength of a gnat. Literally, I can't get that off there. Don't have any strength left in me at all. So the coughing has started again, so Oh no, come on. There we go. Honestly, my strength, like, I am depleted of any energy. Being ill has really wiped me out. Goodness only knows. I've said I'm going back to work tomorrow. Like, goodness only knows I'm going to manage that. That's going to be a very interesting scenario. Okay, so if I'm going to make a giant one, let's move these bits out of the way. Put those back over there. And then let's think about how I'm going to make this if I'm going to make a giant one. So, go big or go home. Well, I'm already home, so. The only big things I can do at the moment are coughing. So, I've said it. I've said the word again and it makes me want to cough. I need to cut something out. I want to see if I can make a giant slide now. So I'm going to have a look. What have I got? What's there? Okay, let's make it out of a piece of this book page. I'm just going to tear that out. In fact, I might have to have a couple of pages of them. They might need sticking together or something. Or they might need sticking to something else. So, these are not the things you should be doing when you're not feeling very well. I'm telling you now. So, don't do this at home. Stick to what you know. Stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to. And don't go chasing any waterfalls. Right. What am I going to stick it to? I tell you what, I'll stick it to a bit of file folder. I've got plenty of them. Right. Okay, so I'm not abandoning those, am I? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where we go with this. So let's stick some of this to some of this and then go from there. So all I need now is some glue, which is over here somewhere. You don't have to make those noises when you reach. They're optional. Well, no, they're not really optional when you get to my age. They're not really optional. You have to make a lot of noises when you get to my age. So, luckily, I am not as old as Brian. So, me and Brian are born in the same year. So, we were born in 1969. However, Brian's birthday is in January. It was actually yesterday for me, which was the 20th of January. So he's had his birthday, which is great because now he's 55 and I'm not. Ha ha. I mean, obviously I will be 55, but not until August. So I'm a mere spring chicken. No spring chickens around here. More like boiling fowl. So, you know, all this coughing is driving me insane. Which one's the more interesting side? They're all both. They're all both. They're all both. They're both interesting, Dave. Let's glue this down, side down. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to cut the slide out. So unlike that, where you fold it, I'm going to cut it so that one of these is going to be the front and one of them is going to be the back. So I think that's what I'm going to do anyway. And I'm setting myself up to fail here because my ability to do anything, I couldn't even get the die off the plate after I'd cut it, so the ability to do anything or use my brain might not be the best idea. So Anyway, stick those down, and then that way then they've got a bit more rigidity. Yeah. They've got a bit more of rigidity to them. There you go. Got there in the end. So I want to cut the very end off. Let's cut this bit off. Let's cut this out first. Let's cut this down like this, Dave. So I absolutely love my Tim Holt scissors. Absolutely love them. Okay. I don't use them for anything sticky. Try not to use them for anything too thick, rigid or whatever. But I've heard that lots of people have had problems with this bit where it started to go loose and shear off in some places sometimes. And I'm now a little bit concerned about that happening. So I'm a bit scared to use them. I mean, I'm using them now, obviously, but that's because I do love them. But have other people had that issue? I know that Brian said that he's had a pair that have happened like that. So, which is a bit terrible, really, because they're not cheap. They're nice, they're comfortable to hold, they're nice to use, they're not as pristine as they used to be when I got them. But I'm just worried now, because I do have the smaller version of these. I've got some in I've got some in smaller. Yeah, all right. You're on your own if you want any kind of sense from me, because that's clearly not going to happen today. I've got smaller versions of them, like the paper scissors, and I have got one of them where the bolt on it has gone a bit wonky. Not wonky, loose. That's the word. So I wondered. I'm surprised that. I'm a bit scared now. I mean, don't shut up, Dave. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Shut up, Dave. I'm just worried that that's going to happen to them. That's what I'm trying to establish. If I'm going to make this into a die, I want it not a die, Dave. Not a die. It's a slide, Dave. It's a slide, Dave. It is a square. I want this to be square, Dave. You don't have to have a square one, but it's going to be a square one. So do I want to make this into two sides and make that into... Because I don't want it to be massive, do I? The problem is if it's massive, you've got to find something to fill it with. So okay, let's fold that over. And then let's think about how we're going to make this. So if we're going to have a slide, we want it to be square-ish. So if I cut, right, let's cut. Doesn't have to be square. Doesn't have to be square, Dave. Doesn't have to be square. You want it to be square. You just want it to be square. Okay, so let's cut however much that is off. Let's use this. How wide is this? So if this is this way, you go this way. This is about 6. If we go this way, if we go, let's go down there to there. And you know that was going to happen, don't you? It's going to, because you've just glued it. It's going to drag. So don't do it, Dave. Don't do it, Dave. No, you can't do it. You can't cut like that, Dave. Right, let's go to there. And then we'll cut that bit off with our scalpel. I'll change my blade on my scalpel, and it's cutting like a dream now. Like a dream, not a nightmare like it was before. Okay, we're going to cut this bit off. There's a bit of an overlap here. And then we're going to turn that into a slide, I think. So we want to cut out a square from here. Do we only want it from one side, or do we want it to go all the way through? Too many questions, not enough answers. We want it to be, let's do it on one side. We're going to always have it on the other side as well. So I'd love to cut it out with an actual die, but I don't have one. So okay, so let's just fake it till we make it. Yeah, let's use the width of the ruler as the border for the... Okay, so let me draw it first, because if you cut it, you'll cut it all to pieces. It'll be confetti that you'll be making. So do that, and then we do that. Then there's no measuring going on. Just got making it simple for ourselves. And we've got that bit there, and we do it this way. This way, and then we know that the bottom of a slide is slightly bigger than the frame. So if we go the width of that, and then do I have, I do, another little ruler. I have that, and that being the width at the bottom. And then we're going to cut that bit out in the middle. Is that about right? Oh, it doesn't matter whether it's right. We're making it up as we go along, Dave, so you can do what you like. Shut up, Dave. Anyway, I want it to have rounded corners. So how am I going to do that? Right, I'm going to need my big chompy thing, whatever this is called. What is that called? Big bite? Crocodile 2. I can't remember what it's called anymore. So if I use that, and if I put that in the corner there, if I cut that on that corner, then that gives me a rounded corner, doesn't it? I'll do the same on this corner. This corner. Is that the right place? Yeah, this is probably not the best day to do these kind of things where you have to think about things and you have to... If I only had a brain. But, you know, I like to challenge myself. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I'm going to have to be challenging myself when I go back to work. That's a definite thing. There's bound to be a billion problems that have happened in my absence, and I'm going to have to start using some of my gumption to find the best way out. That's what my job is, basically. I solve problems all day, so I'm hoping my problem solving on this will be the start of things to come for tomorrow. Or I'll just be sat at my desk going, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll probably be sat at my desk thinking, oh, blimey, all of these emails. Because every time I go away, I come back to like hundreds of emails that could have just been somebody's thought process rather than telling me about it. So, but I shouldn't complain. At least they're not meetings that could have been emails. So, definitely feeling more perky than I have been. So, that's now got didn't cut that one very well. Got like a rounded edge to the corners now. And just going to take that bit off because that's ruins the aesthetic. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Give me just a little bit more. you. So, okay, so I've done that. That's going to be our. I could do with a kind of a thing here. Now this die doesn't have one. This die doesn't have. It has like a space at the bottom, but that doesn't actually imprint on the thing. I don't think. Oh, you get a slight imprint from it, but not very much. So maybe I need to use something at the bottom there. Right, I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I thought I'd got something. So I've got that. So I could use them. So do I then try and cut those out? Or do I leave it as it is? No, let's leave it as it is and we'll add that to it. Right, okay, so now what we want to do is we want to emulate the look of this slide. So first of all, I'm going to round the corners. Hopefully this, oh no, let's use my better ones. Where are they? There. This is my Fiskars one. Yeah, that's right. That one. Yep, blimey, these are kind of flying off all over the place. No idea where these have gone. They're like literally, I can hear them landing, but I don't know where they've gone. Okay, so that's what we've got. Oh, that wasn't a very good corner, was it? That one. That didn't go very well. There we go, it's better. Okay, so we've done that. So I'm going to emulate this. So I'm going to go for a hole punch. A hole. I am a hole and I live in a mole. No, I am a mole and I live in a hole. Where are there? This. Whilst I'm looking for the other thing, I'll use this. Right. Okay. So if I try and put some kind of no, that's not gonna. I don't know where it needs to go. It needs to go. I want it to go about there. So, how do I get that measurement? Doesn't have to be there, but about there. So how about if I do that? Yep, that'll do. And if I do that, yep, that'll do. That's fine. And then if we use an eraser and rub out the pencil marks. No, that's that. This is not an eraser. This is a pack of staples, Dave. You idiot. Oh well, the only thing I can say is please excuse me, I am very well, so that doesn't explain why I'm a fool. I just am. That's just part and parcel of me, so you don't have to be crazy to work here. You just have to be crazy. Because you're not going to work here. So anyway, shut up, Dave. Get on with it. Right, okay. Don't try and rub things out with a box. So there we go. That's my big slide. So let me just fold this in half and just kind of get an idea of what this looks like. So, oh, that's got holes all the way round. So maybe I do the holes all the way round. Let's do. These might not be in the same place, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Just want to get it looking symmetrical either side rather than top and bottom. That'll do. Then what else we got? We've got little snippets, little chunks out of the top of here. So rather than making it look exactly the same, what have I got? Have I got some? Just bear with me a minute, folks. I wonder if I can. Right, so I wondered if I could take a chunk out with this, like so, and do the same, well, similar, the other side, like so, and then cut into those. Get that a bit straighter, like that. Yeah. So that's my take on it, anyway. So there we go. And I guess you could do the same at the bottom, or similar at the bottom. Like that. And then one here. Doesn't have to be, they don't have to be in the same place, Dave. You just have to make sure you don't pinch your skin with that. So, started off making some standard size slides, and then thought, oh no, I want to emulate a giant slide. So here we are at that stage. So let's get rid of some bits of rubbish first. I don't even know whether I'm going to make two yet. I'm just going to move that out of the way for now. Right, so now we've got that. Let's make it look a bit older, give it a bit of a zhuzh with some ink. Yeah. So this has got all sorts of ink on it, because this is from my last video where I was making the little swatch things to go on the end of my stamps. So, you know, on the edge of the stamps. Ink pads, that's what I mean, not stamps, Dave. So that's what this is. That's the colour that this is. So it's a bit of a mishmash. Just going to give it some colour, general colour, and then I might actually get an ink pad out in a minute and actually pick a colour. I just wanted to make it look a little bit older. Oh, no, Dave, not like that. Feel free to throw your own dauber away. That's absolutely fine. Not what I meant to do, though, but hey. Yeah, I like that, actually. I like the colour that that's given. I'm not worried about the back, I don't think. So actually I'll just do that. Oh, I was thinking, do I want to cut that bit out? But no, I don't think I do now. I think I'm happy to leave that in. I am just going to go around this a little bit, so that when you close it, you don't see that, you know, the straight edge from underneath it. Okay, so giving that a bit of colouring. Okay, so that's what we're going to have. So we need to do the same on the back, otherwise it looks too new. Oh, this is going to be great, because this would make a great journal card, actually. So from something that started out as, let's just make a little slide, into I want to make a giant one, has now become something that could actually be practical and useful. So that's nice, except for I've dirtied my mat, the mat that I said that I wasn't going to dirty. Right, let's get, is scorched timber too dark? We will find out. But we'll definitely use some corduroy, and I might use a bit of old paper. So, where are my little daubers? Little dauber, little dauber. No, don't. On the dusty trail. No, Dave. Definitely don't want anybody singing. I mean, I can't sing, but like, definitely can't sing with a crackly voice like I've got at the moment. It's horrible when I go to sleep at night. I sound like Darth Vader. Okay. I'll put a bit of that on the back as well, actually. This is an interesting colour on old paper, I think. Because it has like a greeny tinge, but it's also beigey. I like it. I like the way that, I like the colours it gives. I want a bit more of this. Brushed corduroy. That's not the latest brushed corduroy, is it? No, I do have a newer one. Where's that, Dave? Is that one? No, that's vintage photo. Oh, don't do that, Dave. What's that? Yeah, brushed corduroy. That's the newer one. Oh yeah, much wetter, this one. I just wanted to get in there. Oh no, that may be a little bit too much. Never mind. Oh well. You can't take it back now. You're just going to have to do with wiping it off on something. There we go. Oh well. Can't do anything about it now, Dave. Merely a happy accident, Dave. That's fine. Smooshing it with my finger definitely helped. Now this is the test, because this is going to be very dark and be very inky. Oh, not actually as dark as I thought it was going to be. So maybe just a tad of this in a few places. It is very dark. You can see where you've put it. So. But if we don't use it, we can't see how we're going to use it. So, scorched timber. Definitely go around the edge of that with that. Right, cool. Okay, so what are we going to do? We want to give it a bit of a, just put some of that around there as well. Yeah, a bit more in there, I think. Yeah, so, okay, so what I think is, maybe, let's have a look and see what we've got, what we can put inside it. So we've got, these are shrooms and butterflies. So, not sure that they both go together, but hey. So do I want to go down the shroomy route? Or do I want to, oh, that's quite a pretty one, isn't it? That's quite pretty too. Or, what's that? Or do I want to go down the, oh, that's one of those tree fungusy ones. So it kind of sits out at a, no, that looks silly. Not that. What else have I got in here? Quite pretty. No, not that. Or do I want to go down the butterfly route? Or do I want both? Or do I want something different? I don't know. Chances on a postcard. Who knows? What's this? This is one of these here. Look, there's a tree fungusy style one. You could have that there, couldn't you, Dave? You could actually. That one doesn't look silly, so maybe that one. And then maybe a butterfly that's not the same colour. I don't know why I have to say it like that. It's a butterfly. No, way too big. I know you've got a massive slide, but like there's a limit, Dave. You've just ripped your pocket. No, he looks too cute to go on a manky thing. I don't even know whether I like that, you know. So what about that one? It's too much the same colour. So what about one of these? No, no, no. I'm not feeling the butterflies, I don't think. Not feeling the butterflies. What else have we got here? We've got a moth, a moth. We could go slightly outside of it. No. Like that. No, I don't like. I don't know. Maybe that's not what I want. Maybe it isn't. Let's have a look at what we've got on the flower side of things. What the heck's going on with that? I think, oh, the colour's come off that. That's definitely not going to happen then. This one. It's quite cute, quite bright as well. Maybe that would be better with a butterfly. I quite like that. I quite like that, actually. Or there is... No, it's too green. There's these. Too big, I think. What's this? I think I'm liking that that collection together. Collection. Or there's that. That's quite pretty as well. With maybe that. I think I'm definitely gonna have to fussy cut that better though. In which case, then maybe that's going to be a big job. So maybe that's another day. I've got fussy cut fear. No, I'm not afraid of it. I just don't like doing it. It's just the way it is. So I think therefore I am. Is that. Again, that would need some fussy cutting going on, wouldn't it? And also, that wouldn't go. I think we're going to stick with what I picked in the first place. Yeah. So, I'm going to pop those just there for now. Put them back on the windowsill in a minute. That needs to have the shroom back in it, wherever the shrooms went. Doesn't matter really, as long as it goes in somewhere. Oh, I missed them. Oh no, that's a long one. That would make all that nice on the outside of something. Anyway, shut up, Dave. No, don't put them back in the wrong place. Shut up, Dave. For his sake, always like the last word, don't you? Okay, so might do a bit of fussy cutting on this. So let's see if I can find my fussy cutting scissors. These are the ones that have gone wonky on me. These have got a wiggle to them that they never used to have, and they don't, which means that they don't meet properly and they don't cut properly. So I was disappointed with that. These ones are okay though. So, and anyway, I prefer this size. That's the size that Brian likes to cut with, the smaller ones, but they're too small for me. So I think I'm just going to cut some of this white edge off. I don't know, I didn't want to do a load of fussy cutting, but it's not going to be a load. I'm not going to do a huge amount, and it's not going to be perfectly accurate. So if you're a fussy cutting aficionado, turn away now. Avert your eyes. Run, save yourself. I'll only hold you back. So see, it's all bizarre, isn't it? Like, you know, you start doing one thing and then like it evolves into something else. And I think at the moment that's what my brain needs to do, is to allow craft to evolve, because I've got to get myself back into the swing of doing stuff. So hopefully you like that kind of thing. It's mindful, actually. It's very good for you. A bit of mindful crafting. Really good for your brain, to just to allow it to wander and explore. You know, well, let's face it, at the end of the day, we could have made just a standard slide like every other slide I've ever made. But instead we made a beautiful creation. Giant, but beautiful. Who said big can't be beautiful? Not me. I'm big and beautiful. How many people out there also do like I do, cut with their tongue out? Not cut their tongue out. Please don't cut your tongue out. Right. I can't remember where that was going to go. Is that going to go like that? Yeah. So I think I need to cut a little more of this. I'm just going to cut that through there. I know that there's actually a stem that's joining them, but like I don't think you're really going to see it, and it's way too intricate to cut for my liking. For that, and then I'm going to cut this bit out here, I think. Oh. Just thinking about what I'm going to have to eat tonight. I don't know what date it is. The 21st, the 21st, I think, for me today. I think I've got some chicken in the fridge that needs to be used by the 23rd. So I think that's probably what I'm going to have. Which is really interesting, because like, I've just suddenly sat here thinking, oh, I wonder what I'm going to have to eat. Whereas up until now, I've been struggling to fancy anything to eat. So that's obviously a sign of me being on the mend. So it's just the silly tickly cough that I want to get rid of now. Although I tell you what, and it's not the best way by any means, but I've lost so much weight. I've lost about 7 kilos, which is, I don't know, however many, there's 2.2 pounds in a kilo. What are we on? About 14, I don't know what that is. You know who I should be asking, don't you? Alexa, what is 7 kilos in pounds?
7 kilograms is about 15 pounds 7 ounces.
Yeah, so I've lost about 15 pounds whilst I've been poorly, which obviously isn't the way to lose weight. That's definitely not the way you should do it, like getting ill. But you know, it's definitely not hindered the situation. I needed to lose a little bit of weight, so post Christmas, that's not just not the way I was expecting to do it. So I'm just going to ink this down a bit because it's too stark for me, and it also needs to look as aged as the rest of it. I don't know which way up they're supposed to go, but it really doesn't matter. Like that'll do. Oh, it's very windy out there. I don't know whether you can hear the wind blowing outside. Just gonna ink round the edge of there. There's a little bit of white border, but rather than try and cut that off, I'm just going to ink round it. Yeah, I think that's going to do. I might put something on the outside of here as well. So anyway, let's turn this into a slide. So let's glue it down first. I guess I could put some acetate over the top, but you know what, I don't think I'm going to. I think this one's going to be an acetate free version. Oh, come on, come out, wherever you are. I know where you are, I just want you to come out. So cute. Put that in there, bit that. Right, okay, so let's stick it down with some kind of an idea of where we're sticking it. Like that, I guess. Yep, and then we're going to stick him somewhere. Him, her, it, them, us and them. Right. Tiny bit of that on his antennae, so his antennae don't get ripped off. And some glue. Our fingers are stuck together. There we go. So, obviously this is going to be too, way too bright now. Go around this with a bit of ink around the edges. This is just a thing. I don't even know what it is. It's a thing that came out of, came from Scrap that we go to. You know, the place where it's the recycling project where it's rescued stuff from landfill, byproducts of industry. So yeah, oh, that's perfect. I like the motley look of that. And now what we could do with is we could put something on there. We could do with a bit of a stamp or something nice, something that says nice. Shut up, Dave. A Tim Holtz words, or just a words. It doesn't have to be a Tim Holtz one. Let's have a look. See what we've got. I could do with being. I don't want one of these because it's already quite dimensional. What's that one? Special delivery. Not really very appropriate, but not many things are the right size. Oh, I've got my own words. Sheet of my own words. Maybe something like that. Clerical, maybe. Auxiliary. Perfunctory. Redacted. Classified. Ubiquitous. Verisimilitude. Verisimilitude. Or that might have given me a bit of an idea. Or I could use one of the stamps. Right. Do I want to use one of these first? I could possibly have, this is my happy place, these that have no stick left on them whatsoever. Possibly. Don't know. This is the worst time for me. It's like finding out every spoonful is different. No, Dave, not suitable. Not suitable for butterflies. Butterflies. You don't eat butterflies. So, well, if you do, you shouldn't. So stop eating them if you're out there eating butterflies. Don't like the idea of eating a butterfly anyway. Like, you know, they're kind of like little grubs with wings, aren't they? And like, maybe one of my nice little, maybe one of these. Maybe file copy or certified true copy. No, or approved planning drawing. I know it's very random, it doesn't really necessarily go. If I do it, I'm committing to it. Am I committing to it? Oh, you know what? What the heck? I've used that before though, haven't I? Approved drawing. Trying to think of the ones that I don't use very often. Approved BC drawing. Maybe that one then. I don't use this for does that stamp in the middle? Not quite. There's a little more space this side than it is this side. So I'm going to put that on there. And I'm just going to go for it. There we go. So we're going to do that. And then I'll put that back on there. And maybe I should do a little, give it a chance to dry, Dave, before you do anything else. Maybe a little file copy stamp over the top, but not full pressing, just a little. Yeah, like that. Perfect. That's fine. Ooh. Put them on my little carousel. And then we'll pop that on there. Yep, I think I like that. So, right, what we need to do is we need to glue it down now. So, I'm going to glue around the window. Windows, sorry. Everything in my life comes with a tune connected to it. And Windows hasn't made that noise for ages, so I used to like some of the startup sounds of Windows, but I don't think they make any noise these days, so I wonder why they stopped doing that. Maybe because it was getting a bit old hat, possibly. But yeah, I liked it, so. So, right, so let's glue that to there, like that. And I realise you can see the, you know, I mean, I guess I could rectify that and make it into a hole that goes all the way through. Where's my, oh, I put it back, didn't I, Dave? Oh, I'll tell you what, you could use your crocodile, your other one, this one. Just make that same hole over the top, and that way then you don't see the file folder through. Oh, flaming thing. Nope, stuck in there again. I'm kind of moving it, using my finger here to move it into the right place, and then I have to remember to move my finger out of the way, otherwise that could go horribly wrong. Last time you saw my finger, I'm sure you had 10 fingers. Well, 8 fingers and a thumb last time I saw you, Dave. Oh yeah, you know, World of Craft, it moves very quickly. Quicker than my fingers do. So let's stick that down. I'm going to put that on there. And I was thinking, do I want to have a flower of some kind on the outside of here? I quite like it, but I think I would have to fussy cut it. And I don't know whether I've got the gumption to. Right, okay, let's have a look. What else could we do if we don't do that? Don't want the shininess of... If I'd put plastic in the background, so on acetate, I wouldn't have minded the shiny on the outside, but I don't want the shiny from the plasticky flowers, because I didn't use the plastic on the thing. That doesn't make any sense, I know, probably, but hey. What else have we got? Can we use this? Use that. It's a bit meh. No, it's very meh. Now, I tell you what, I'm going to either cut this out or it's not going to happen. So, let's go for this. So, I'm not going to cut it perfectly. I'm just going to give it a bit of a zhuzh. And then I'll just darken the background a bit. So the white bits are no longer very white. And I don't know how long this video is. There might be some editing going on. Bit of a wiggle to suggest that I've cut it along the fine edge, but without actually cutting along the fine edge. Some of it I'm cutting off, some of it I'm leaving where it is. Some of it I'm trying not to cut my finger off at the back, so cut that bit round and off. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and then we'll do the same with this. We'll cut this out a bit. And then we've done something. I knew I wanted something added to the outside of it, so. And then this way we've done something. I guess you didn't need anything really. It's like gilding a lily, isn't it? So. Okay. Cool, get off my fingers. So that's going to go on there, and that's going to go next to it. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we're just going to ink that in the background so that you can't see the white so much. No, Dave, try not to fold it up. Don't rip it either, Dave. If you make it kind of a bit similar colour to the background of that you're sticking it onto, it doesn't look, you can't tell where the white bits are as much. Yep, so I'm going to stick it like that. Stick it like that? I don't want to stick it like that. No, I'll stick it like that. Okay. Arguing with myself. Adds a bit more interest than just talking to yourself, you know, when you argue with yourself. Anybody can argue with them. No, sorry, anybody can talk to themselves. It takes skill to argue with yourself. Years of practice like mine. Like me. Oh well, it's gone on at a weird angle, but never mind. And then this one can go there. In fact, that one possibly could go there and sit just a little under that. Yeah, we'll do that. Many a happy accident, Dave. Many a happy accident. And we're going to have that there, just kind of just crossing over that. Just going to cut that bit off. Do it from the back, then I can see what I'm cutting off. Yep, that's that. And then we're going to put that on there like that. Yep, that's cool. Get that down. Cool. Okay, let's put that back in the box. Okay, so there we go. So made a giant version of that. So it's not perfect, but it's cool. I love it. So, and like I say, you could definitely journal on the back of there. You can cover it with a bit of coffee dyed paper or whatever. But yeah, there we go. So anyway, I hope that you felt a little bit inspired. I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me. Thank you for spending some time with me, especially as it aids my recovery. And I will see you all in the next video. So take care, folks. See you soon. Thank you for spending some time with me. Don't forget to give this a like, a thumbs up, follow me. You can follow me around the supermarket if you like. Subscribe. That's what I meant, Dave. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, folks. Lots of love. Lots of hugs. And don't forget, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And I'm going to go and have something to eat now and rest my voice for a bit. Take care, folks. Lots of love. Bye. Bye.